We went from a desktop score of 76 to 99, and our mobile page speed, our score went from a 46 to a 93. And then our cyber health score reported that going up as well. Our page visits from July of 2025 versus July of 2024 were up over 1,000. Not only does it look nice, but we have data coming in that shows like we're driving traffic to the website. We are having leads continue to turn. Our contact us page, our form, is now much more usable. And so we've had even more people reaching out via the website.
I can focus on, the actual content I want to put in, not whether or not it's going to look great. So it actually allows me to be, more creative. Now I'm focusing more on actually, writing and developing more of that content. It gives me the time and the bandwidth to be able to do that.
80% of her job used to be on managing the website. Now her job can be 20% of managing the website. And it's saved having to think about hiring, do we need a whole nother position? Because now her time can expand to absorb some of the things that another position would have been needed for. Now it's an online digital library that our entire sales team uses. And so when we refresh a document, a sales resource, we update it in one spot and we know it's updated on the website.
It's version control. I mean, it looked great on the front end, but getting it to do what I wanted it to do on the front end was definitely a challenge. I was doing a lot of adding extra code to our style sheets, sometimes having to just completely break the website to get it to do what I wanted. It was just really resource heavy, so it was kind of slow, and we were getting dinged by Google for that. Definitely not great for our SEO. A lot of times people would go through our contact us form through another person, and then someone in our operations would have to then send them a safety data sheet, which was definitely not her favorite thing to do multiple times a day.
I feel like that was probably the most labor-intensive part of the project, aside from ensuring content, but really making sure that we got our information architecture correct. But we polled all kinds of folks that used our website and asked, do you search for information by the application? Do you search by the industry? And know that there's different paths of ways to do it, and then really leaned on the Engage team to help navigate. We don't really quite know what the right answer is, but this is all the information that we have. And I truly felt that was where we had a true partnership in saying, please help us as a outside resource.
But now we just have a resource center. So, it took some work to get it standing up, but now just to add new data sheets or add new white papers is super easy. It's really easy to search. And we are not storing the PDFs on our website anymore. I was at a conference recently, and Colleen, our CEO, was there, and we were at dinner. She's like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what's up? And she's like, the website is amazing. It's like, I haven't heard nothing but positive feedback.
We now officially have a Europe UK site that can be more easily searchable from a global perspective. So our customers in the UK don't come to a US site and get confused. And then transferring that over to our LATAM site, which we're still working through from a translation perspective. But we have some really exciting geofencing campaigns planned in LATAM. So again, making sure that we're Spanish first versus English first, making sure that we have translation services right.
One of the great things about the new website is, like Megan said, we've been talking about doing some more advertising campaigns to have some really impactful landing pages and being able to actually focus on the strategy of what we want to say when someone comes to our website. And our website is a really good tool for us to use across the board.
Not only does it look nice, but we have data coming in that shows we're driving traffic to the website. We are having leads continue to turn. I just continue to prove ROI on marketing, which anyone in the marketing space knows that trying to prove ROI for your department and the things that you are doing is hard to prove. And we're seeing that come through in the numbers with our new website.